Blaney is just pitching bales right now. He's reeling them both in. We're a handful of laps away from the top three running nose to tail.
Chase Elliott is second, needs a win if he wants to race for a championship. Third place, Ryan Blaney. He needs to win if he wants to race for a championship. And oh, by the way, Dave, the leader Larson, he needs to win to race for a championship.
No doubt about it. Second place does absolutely nothing for anybody at this juncture. Here comes Blaney under the lap car of Bubba Wallace. He's just 2 car lengths behind Elliott now.
The front three are about to be virtually nose to tail. There it is. Ryan Blaney completes the pass on Bubba Wallace. You've got Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, and Ryan Blaney all within arm's length.
They've all got to run for their lives right now. If there's anything left in these race cars, they've got to give it all. Larson by a car length. Second belongs to Elliott. 2 more back to Blaney.
And they still have some lap traffic in front of them, albeit the first car, champion Martin Truex Jr. He understands the scenario as they hit the backstretch.
Here they come to the back straightaway. For the moment, Truex is still a couple of car lengths up. He'll go into turn number 3, goes right to the bottom of the racetrack. The leaders are now nose to tail off 4.
And Ryan Blaney has caught Chase Elliott. But the question is, what can he do with him? It's Elliott, 2 car lengths behind Larson. And here comes Ryan Blaney. He'll diamond the corner out of 2.
He goes up to the second groove midway in the corner, then dive bombs to the bottom. He is on the back bumper of Chase Elliott,
who is on the back bumper of the race leader, Kyle Larson. Truex and Justin Haley still right in front of this lead trio in turn 2.
3 drivers for whom second place does absolutely no good at all. Nose to tail, tightest track on the circuit, and lap traffic spread all over the house. Here's Elliott looking low on Larson.
Oh, and he gets into him. Coming out of 4. Elliott's there. Battle for the lead at 476. Chase Elliott to the inside of Larson for the lead in 1.
The crowd is on its feet as Chase Elliott powers under Kyle Larson. He'll take the lead on the back straightaway, but it's not over yet. Larson is still right there, and here comes Ryan Blaney. Front bumper to the back of Larson.
And Blaney tries to muscle his way underneath, and he does it. Blaney shoves Kyle Larson out of the way. Blaney clears him. Larson gets into the back of Blaney in turn 2.
Now here they come off turn 2 to the back straightaway, and it's Chase Elliott that needs to run for his life. He's gotten away by about 4 car lengths over Blaney. 1 more back to Kyle Larson.
Lap traffic double wide ahead for Chase Elliott. It's Justin Haley and Martin Truex Jr. Elliott's going to have to get physical if they don't work it out amongst themselves.
Not a lot of sitting down going on right now in the Martinsville grandstands as they are nose to tail down the back stretch into turn number 3. It is Chase Elliott by 3 car lengths.
Elliott has the lead in a must-win situation. Blaney is second in a must-win situation. William Byron is now 2 points above the cut line. Christopher Bell is still a lap down, but Christopher Bell at the moment can't gain any more positions, but Byron cannot lose any more spots or he'll give up those positions.
And by Kyle Larson losing the lead, that puts him 6th on the leaderboard, out by 8. We've got 20 laps to go in Martinsville. Chase Elliott's lead, a full second over Ryan Blaney off turn 2.
Blaney having a double of a time with the lap car of Justin Haley. Finally just puts the boots to him coming out of turn number 4. Haley did not do Ryan Blaney any good.
Not a bit. As we check William Byron right now, he's running 5th, but Denny Hamlin and Austin Dillon are 4 car lengths behind him. Both of those cars racing hard for position off turn 2.
Too much to watch right now as the laps wind down here at Martinsville. A number of championship scenarios still in play. Blaney trying to reel in Elliott one more time.
Well, let's focus on William Byron right now. To Alex's point, he's in by 2. He can give up 2 spots. If he were involved in a tiebreaker, Byron would win that tiebreaker by having the best finish in the round of 8. But right now, Byron is running 5th on the racetrack, and he's got Denny Hamlin closing in, Alex, and lap traffic right in front of him off the corner.
Yeah, it is a mess down there as they work their way back to the start-finish line. Denny Hamlin has cleared the lap traffic. He's now closing in on the back bumper of William Byron off turn 2.
Just another car length back is the Austin Dillon machine. So this was getting even more interesting as the laps wind down.
Here they come. Leaders come back to the main straightaway. 16 laps to go. Resetting it for you. Chase Elliott's lead now. 3 car lengths over Ryan Blaney. Blaney is there. Now 2 car lengths apart.
It's taken him very little time to run down the leader. He is there in turn 3. Ryan Blaney looking for the lead.
Blaney's got a faster car than Chase Elliott right now. He's running him down, heading into turn 1. They're bumper to bumper.
Ryan Blaney now to the outside lane. Takes that high step. Drives it low off turn number 2. He's looking for daylight. He's got a hole shot. He's got a wheel to the inside. In turn number 3, Ryan Blaney down low is going to take the lead off 4.
The fans at Martinsville are losing their minds. They're pumping their fists in the air. 14 to go, side by side for the lead.
Ryan Blaney's got the top spot, but he hasn't finished it off yet. He runs down the back straightaway into turn number 3, under the lap car of Martin Truex Jr.
2 drivers in full-on desperation mode, and right now Ryan Blaney getting exactly what they needed, a long green flag stretch. He's got the lead by 3 car lengths.
He had his trouble in lap traffic, had to regroup, recenter himself, get his concentration back, and run Elliott down again. He did it for the second time. He's got the lead, and he's pulling away.
Further back, Denny Hamlin has gotten by William Byron. Byron now has Austin Dillon on his back bumper. Byron is in the championship 4 by 1 point. Austin Dillon is there as they race their way to the corner.
Austin Dillon is there. Ross Chastain is there. Carson Hocevar is there. All kinds of disaster at the back door for William Byron as he tries to hold off the pack of dogs.
He absolutely is doing that right now off turn number 4. We're down to 11 laps to go. It's still Blaney up front and pulling away.
Here's Ryan Blaney down the back straightaway, heading for turn number 3. He's got it in hand. He has left Elliott and Larson well in the rearview mirror. The battle is behind them, where William Byron is fighting for his life.
Guys, as this track has cooled down, Blaney has got faster and faster and faster and laying down some super fast lap times right now. As a driver, I tell you what, he's got to be thinking, please, no cautions. Let's just get this baby to the end. 10 laps more to go.
Ryan Blaney, by leading the race, he is now 3rd on the playoff leaderboard. William Byron is in by 1. Coming to the line, 9 to go. William Byron has Austin Dillon behind him. He's got Ross Chastain. He's got Carson Hocevar there as well.
And you can add Brett Keselowski to the list. 4 cars that could cost William Byron an opportunity to race for the championship, and they're all over his back bumper in turn 3.
The 2 cars side by side, Dillon and Chastain, both on the lead lap, both on the back bumper of Byron. Both would pass Byron and put him out of the playoffs.
Ross Chastain rim riding the outside lane. He pulls even with Dillon, tries to put a fender up on the Byron machine, but William Byron shuts him off and runs him to the wall.
Austin Dillon, Ross Chastain giving each other the business. Brad Keselowski there as well. Lap car of Carson Hocevar. Here comes Dillon to the outside. Make that Chastain looks outside. Dillon looked low for a moment on Byron.
It was nearly 3 wide with Byron up the middle. Austin Dillon thought better of it. Down the back straightaway they fly. Dillon again looking for the low line. Chastain looking for the high line. Byron trying to block them all.
He is. He looks like a pace car, keeping 2 cars 2 rows deep, side by side at bay. We're down to 6 laps to go.
Add Joey Logano to the melee. He is there as well. They're all stacked up on William Byron. He is the log jam now on the back straightaway. Lap car dead ahead. It's Justin Haley.
Right now, William Byron in by 1 point. Double-barreled action, 2 rows deep at the back door. Dillon to the inside of Chastain. You've got Keselowski to the inside of the lap car of Hocevar. Joey Logano's looking on as well.
Logano tagging the tail, just trying to find some daylight. Lap traffic may decide this. William Byron has no mistakes left if he wants to race for a championship.
William Byron out of turn number 4. It is 4 laps to go in Martinsville. So far, so good for William Byron. He's driving some of the most stressful laps in his entire career.
He's got a rear view mirror full. They are double-barrel trouble behind him. Byron down to the bottom in turn number 3 continues to hold them off.
He does indeed as the race leader. Ryan Blaney exits turn number 2, down to 3 laps to go. Blaney leads the way. He's in lap traffic. We can't look away from William Byron. He's trying to stay in the playoffs.
Blaney is long gone with the lead, and here comes the log jam off turn number 2 to the back straightaway. William Byron with
laps to go for Ryan Blaney. He's already halfway down the back straightaway. William Byron trying to hang on for his life right now.
2x2 lap traffic in front of William Byron, trying to hold him off down the back straightaway one more time. It is Dillon to the inside. Chastain trying to make the move to the outside.
White flag is already in the air. Race leader Ryan Blaney trying to do a walk-off. He's on the back straightaway.
Ryan Blaney had one scenario to defend his title, and he's going to pull it off. Blaney off turn 4 for the checkers.
Here comes Ryan Blaney. He needs to win to get into the championship 4. He does it. He'll take the checkered flag and win the Xfinity 500. Further back, William Byron is in by 1 point. Can he get back to the line? Yes, he can. William Byron will race his way in to championship contention at Phoenix.
Christopher Bell tried the Ross Chastain move and put the car on the wall and hammered down all the way around. That is an illegal move by NASCAR's rule book, but Christopher Bell did all he can. He did pass Bubba Wallace, which is 1 point in the exchange.
And they're tied right now. They are tied right now, Christopher Bell and William Byron. But the question is, with that move that was outlawed by NASCAR some 2 years ago, will that pass muster with the sanctioning body?
Here's the thing. He passed Bubba Wallace going into turn 3. Car drifted up, and then he put it on the wall and went full throttle from there on out. So how does NASCAR rule this one now on the move that was outlawed by Ross Chastain here a couple of years ago at this very race?
We already knew that Tyler Reddick was going to run for a championship along with Joey Logano. With Ryan Blaney's win, he will run for the championship next week as well. But what's hanging in the balance of who will join them? Will it be Christopher Bell or William Byron? Stand by as our post-race coverage from Martinsville continues.